Niflheim, Muspelheim, Is, Oberfeller, Linie, Jotun, skaber af sig. I nogen, der gab, Niflheim, Muspelheim, Is, Oberfeller, Linie, Jotun, skaber af sig. I nogen, der gab, Niflheim, Muspelheim, Is, Oberfeller, Linie, Jotun, skaber af sig.
Greetings, travelers. I'm Chris. Welcome to Lorespire. Let me turn down this audio just a little bit. I feel like maybe y'all can't hear me that well. Anyways, today we are going to be playing Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon. We'll probably be playing this for the next several days. Heck, maybe a week, maybe more. We'll see how much we like it. This is a game that I have covered in the past. I think we streamed it for the first time in 2022. It's still in early access, but this is the final patch for early access, or the final major one at least. And it's supposed to go live on March 25th, so you'll be able to play this March 25th if you want. You can, of course, still play patch 0.8 right now if you like. Anyways, the final release is coming at the end of May. So this will be the last big patch before release. They've made a ton of changes. They've improved the prologue. They've added romances, added various types of weapons, improved graphics, images, animations, soundtracks, way too many things for me to list here. So let's get into it and check it out and see what all that translates to actually in-game. This is, for anyone who wasn't with us whenever we played it before or isn't aware, this is just kind of an open world sandbox RPG set in Arthurian times, kind of dark and grim, which I like. Anyways, let's get into it. What's up, Volgager? What's up, JP? How y'all doing, my friends? Camelot has long lost its glory and splendor. Now the capital stands as a symbol of impending collapse.
The all-consuming Red Death. 600 years ago, King Arthur led the Great Escape from the homelands, where our kingdoms were ravaged by the plague. Leading people to Avalon, he started the Age of Conquest and took the island from the Four Dwellers. Using the mysterious powers of Menhirs, together with Merlin, they cleansed the land of the weirdness, a primordial force of chaos and possibility. But now, long after the death of the king, Camelot is in shambles as Avalon fractures into chaos. Old legends are gone, and the weirdness is creeping back into our lands. The bleeding heart of the plague has started beating once more, and the Red Death has returned. Rulers of the island asylum, an order of the Red Priests, are desperate to stop it by any means necessary. Rotting in one of their cells is a stranger who might bring a spark of change to this cursed island stuck in everlasting autumn.
Hey, what is up, Jeff? How you doing, my friend? How you doing? And Jonas, thank you so much for the sub. If anybody would like to follow Jonas's suit and give us a sub, this is a game, like I said, we're going to be streaming for a little while and probably a lot whenever it releases at the end of May and making content for. Appreciate the subs and the likes. Definitely helps us out. Okay, so the character creator is already a little better than I remember. The visuals a little more solid. And I don't remember them having a random generator before. I also don't remember them having the face tattoos and hair dyes, but I could be wrong about that. Well, isn't that just ridiculous? I can't speak for JP, but I'd say short, shriveled, and always to the left. Bonus points if you know what movie that line's from.
Jeff signed up for a channel membership. You are awesome.
Oh, hey, Jeff. Thanks so much for the channel membership, my friend. Definitely appreciate that.
Yes!
Thank you for the support. All right. All right, we're gonna keep with normal difficulty since it's been almost a year since we played. I don't want to get too embarrassed in front of y'all. Wish I could think of a cool Arthurian type name. They need a random generator for names is what they need. No idea where that came from, but it just came to me. We're going to go with that. Elimino.
Rise and shine. Rise and shine. Yes, it's me again. And I hope this time you'll cooperate without me needing to repeatedly hit you in the face, eh?
Let me know if the volume is good or not. I can raise the voices or the overall volume or whatever it is we need.
Look, we just have to get this over and done with. Unless you want a visit from someone upstairs. And trust me, you don't. Just like before, no food until we're done here. And the moment you start getting on my nerves, we're going back to my tried and tested fists. So, tell me, what were you doing in the forest when the Red Shields caught you? Yeah, you look like one of those half-starved druids who survived the Charred Conclave. We've picked almost all of you up from the forest by now, so there aren't many of you crooks left out there. So, you're a tree hugger then? Big talk, as always. Yeah, I've never seen you people do anything but fireworks and illusions. Not much use during a real fight, as is evident from you being in here rather than out there. Okay, that was easier than I expected. Now, unfortunately, we'll have to start... I've always found it puzzling that these people won't bathe. You, I understand. You're literally rotting in this damned cell. But them? There's just no excuse for the stench. There they are. Finally. I know. You've a million questions. But they'll have to wait. One of these keys will open your cell. When you get out, head left. I'll scout ahead.
All right, let's see if we can get not naked. That's better. I think they've definitely got some better visuals for the armors, or at least that looks better than I remember. There we go. That's what I meant to do. This is left, right? +5 max health. I need to use that or equip it? Looks like the guards definitely like to stay liquored up. Beer, mead, moonshine. There we go. We learned how to do some cooking. Ah, there we go. Yeah, the starting in prisons is a pretty common theme. At least in this one, we're getting rescued. That's a little different, right? I think, maybe. Oh, we have a lockpick. Didn't realize we had a lockpick. Let's go talk to this guy. I don't... Oh, is that a guard? Oh, uh-oh.
The prophet wants you dead. Give death a serpent.
I probably shouldn't let him run off like that. This is definitely different. I can think of a certain franchise that has at least double that many AP.
Drip, drip, drip. Do you hear it? Soon the king will return. I told the priests. They laughed. But they'll soon see for themselves. Drip, drip, drip. The storm is gathering. None of us are free. We are all bound. All bound. You can go if you want. We are all...
Okay.
Drip.
I'm gonna go. With your permission. I guess we found where he went. Glad he didn't come back with friends. Oh, damn it. Didn't actually mean to eat that, but I guess I could actually use the health. Ooh. Yikes. Oh, that's cool. My attack interrupted his. Nice. Well, that would be interesting. Seeing things from the other side. Ruh-roh. I'm sure they were up to no good in here. Oh, that's cool. Set him on fire. I like that. I guess it's a percentage chance or something. All right, sweet. We can make some potions now. We find a lab, and we have the ingredients, which we probably don't.
Sage and alcohol. It's the simplest recipe. I can't believe I have to keep repeating myself.
You know how the young ones are. They dream of dissecting fort dwellers, yet they can't remember the pace.
Hey, DeanMan23, what's up? How's it going? If you're asking when this patch releases, it releases on March 25th. So you have 5 more days, and this will go live. It's got a bunch of improvements. They sent me a list of some of them, but not the full list. It includes a change that improved prologue, new weapons, new visuals, new soundtracks, new animations, better voice work. They've added romances. I was actually going to put it all down in the show notes, but for some reason I couldn't get it all to fit, so it's not there. I'm not sure what was up with that, because it didn't exceed the character limit, but it wouldn't let me paste it in. Well, that's a little unfortunate, but... Okay, how do I sneak or duck? Been too long, I don't remember how to do that. Let's go to the controls, I guess. Options. Crouch, control, okay. There we go. Yeah, the 0.9, yeah, this is going to be the last big patch, March 25th, and then the release is set for, I believe it was May 30th. May 30th or May 31st. I think the 30th will be the full release. Yep, this is a game that I'll definitely be playing whenever it releases. Been looking forward to it for a few years now. Oh, they, like, immediately saw me.
You will.
Wow, how did I miss it?
My faith will not falter. Your death is certain.
Whew, that was close. I've used up all my healing food now, but hopefully we can make some potions in here to heal. Alright, surely there are some ingredients in here that we can find to be able to make that. Lots of brains and blood and peppermint. Ah, well... we can't make them, at least we found some. Yeah, they didn't list if they made any more improvements, like as far as FPS goes, you know, if they improve the efficiency or anything like that. But I'm thinking that they did. It'll probably be in the full patch notes whenever it releases. Hopefully they did anyways. But yeah, whenever this thing first released, I had FPS issues too, like big time. I also had issues with it crashing a lot, which did not have in 0.7. And so far, no FPS issues or crash issues here today. We're running at a steady 60, which is actually what I have it capped at. So that's on high quality. So yeah, they've definitely made a lot of improvements there along those lines. And back in the day. Okay, still don't think we found anything to make potions with, but let's just double check to make sure. Oh. I don't think that... I know that they improved the size of, like they added a bunch of quests and everything. I'm not sure if they added a new region to Act 1 or not. I'm not sure about that, actually. It wasn't included. They didn't give me the full notes for whatever reason. I don't know why they wouldn't send the full patch notes. They sent me quite a few. It did not mention a new region, though. But, you know, maybe whenever we get out of here, we'll find out. But it's supposed to be much expanded in the way of quests and stuff like that. So it would make sense if there was maybe a new biome for some of those to be in. But I can't really say for sure. Yeah, JP, I think most of our coverage of this game was before you became a member, before you found the channel. We did do a little bit last year whenever they released patch 0.7, but not nearly as much as we did in the very beginning. Yeah, I'm not sure either, Deanman. Wish I could tell you for sure, but yeah, I'm not sure either. The only way we'll find out for sure is if whenever we get done with the prologue, we could maybe see it or visit it.
I've already told you everything, I swear. Wait, you're not. You're a prisoner. Go. Escape while you still can. No, I won't make it. Besides, they threw me into a cell that once held a patient in the final stages of the disease. I'm probably sick already. Go. Don't worry about me. I'm not worth it.
Okay, if you insist. I mean, could be that that's set for Act 3, the snow region. But, yeah. Definitely don't really know one way or the other. This is where I came in at. It might be where I came in at. Wait, where are my weapons? Oh my god, I forgot to heal. Damn, I suck. freaking fell. My bad. Totally forgot to heal. Oh, somehow we missed this before. Alright, so you can't parry with spells unless you have a shield. Yeah, it feels more responsive too. Like maybe they've made some improvement there beyond just the visual animation. There's supposed to be a lot of improved and better animations, from what I was told. Yeah, I don't know if specifically they fixed that or not. All I know for sure is that they fixed a ton of bugs. At least that's what I was told. So hopefully, probably that was included in them.
You'll suffer for your sins!
Who are you? Why do you get such special treatment?
Who's there? Forgive me, but my eyes fail me these days. You shouldn't be here. I'm very, very sick.
Yeah, the prologue area is definitely much improved upon. They've added a lot to it. Yeah, it's definitely much better.
I am rather serious. Your question suggests that you are not one of the Red Priests. Did you escape yourself? You really should have stayed there. We can't let the plague spread any further. Although, I understand.
I think the UI is good. It's definitely minimalist, but it feels like it functions well. And the only thing that's been a little bit weird is whenever it switched me back to my fists a couple of times. I'm not sure if I've hit some key that automatically does that I'm not aware of or something. They could maybe use a few tutorials here just to teach you what some of those keys might be.
All of it. The patience. The madness around. Somewhere along the way, we lost ourselves. The mission to find a cure became a burden. I can't tell who you are, but I'm so sorry for all that we've done. It's a shame. But when you're fighting a losing battle, sometimes there's just no other way. There is no help left for me. I will not ask you for the mercy of death. I believe I should suffer like all the rest of you. It's a trial for all of us. We should face it as equals. When I discovered that I'd fallen ill, I asked to be placed in a cell. I sought to understand the experiments from the patient's perspective. To learn which stimuli provoke the strongest reactions. And I also wanted to equip my brothers with new tools for their work. We've had some success treating it up to the 4th stage. But it's still a gamble. Sometimes we manage to push the disease from stage 3 back to stage 1, only to see it jump to stage 5 as soon as treatment stops. We believe that with the weirdness, we could eliminate this randomness. The weirdness, my child, is pure potential. That's the theory. In practice, we tried to direct its power where we needed it most. The effects, shall we say, varied. Fourth stage, if I'm not mistaken. We've identified 6, so I'm not far from my end. The first stage is the most treacherous, when the symptoms are almost invisible. But that's when the disease spreads fastest. It was the same with me. From the 2nd to 4th stages, the symptoms become visible. Fever, tooth loss, painful sores, festering wounds that won't heal. The last 2 stages are visceral, the worst possible. The victim's insides burn up, turning to mush. The brain starts to die. And the body becomes a mindless shell. That's what's ahead of me.
I guess that's what those undead...
May the prophet's word be a safe haven for you.
That's what the undead that we saw were. They must have been in stage 5 or 6. You got anything here that I can take to help me along? Alright, I believe that's a spell. Okay, so they're just 1, 2, 3, 4. How you switch weapon sets. Okay. There we go. All healed up. Thanks for the reminder. Getting a little bit turned around in here. And we were already in here. Before we went through, that's where the brother was. Okay, let's go back this way. Not sure what was seeing me. Or is seeing me. Guess that's where they're dumping the bodies and somebody carries them away.
And who the hell are you? Another one of those red dogs? Say a prayer to your goddess and get ready to die, scum! Then why are ye dressed in their bloody rags? Well, I see ye bear the marks of torture too. Maybe the priest messed with your mind, because one more moment and ye'd be dead. Nothing good. They thought they'd break me fast, like some Camaloshan wimp. Big mistake on their part. Besides, I doubt they were waking you up with a kiss on your forehead either. Concher, from the Dalriata pup, if you hadn't already guessed that much. Really? Now's a good time for a chat. You think the red pricks will just wait around while we gab? If you make it to the Forlorn Swords, you'll meet the tribes. Right now, you'd better focus on getting your arse out of here. With great bloody difficulty, that's how.
Those bastards laid a trap, hoping I'd be easy pickings. They ended up needing damn near a full army to take me down. There was mead. There were women. One thing led to another, and I woke up with my pants around my ankles, surrounded by gobshites in red. I was fighting with me bare arse hanging out, and I still managed to kill a dozen of them. Useless knobs. Someone must have put something in the mead. I don't know. Barely saw anything, because I was either knocked out or had blood in my eyes. You're lucky to have someone risking their own arse to help you out. No time for a chinwag, just get the hell out of here.
Oh, what the hell is that? Alright, I want to check that out a little closer. Aye. Well, I may not be checking it out after all. Yep, I'm not checking it out. Damn. Yeah, I'm enjoying it, for sure. Definitely a lot better than what it used to be. Before, it was just kind of like hurry up and get through it to get out. But this time it's more interesting, although after doing it a couple of times, I'd probably still want to skip it, I imagine.
You have to admit...
Oh. Oh, this is... Well, no wonder. I guess I attacked him before, so he just killed me. Maybe I was healed before and he's just that strong is probably more likely. I almost made the same mistake here. Hopefully, whenever we get out of this conversation, I don't finish my attack.
Great question. Truly. But in case you hadn't noticed, we're still within the walls of the island asylum. When we're out, then we can talk. I'm told this path leads to the beach. I'll wait for you there until dusk. Good luck.
All right, we got a bow. Not that we're particularly good with a bow, but still nice to have. They said that they added some mini bosses in here. I wonder if we might be getting close to one of those.
Stay back. I may not be in top shape, but I can tear you to pieces if I have to.
He has horns.
It should, although I admit that the past few weeks have made me hate the taste. Still, thank you. There isn't much kindness going around this place. It wouldn't be very gracious of me not to repay it, would it? Take this. It might prove useful for you. So, you escaped too? Huh. They're having quite a day. Good. I hope it gets even worse. This whole place is mad. From a safe distance this time. They play with powers they don't understand. Trying to wrangle the weirdness into obedience is a fool's dream. The weirdness might listen, but blind obedience is not in its nature.
Yeah, definitely some Isle of Thorns vibes, but probably closer to an asylum, considering most of the people here are sick and the sickness eventually leads to crazy. And the captors seem to be kind of unhinged themselves.
Same as you, I guess. Wrong time, wrong place. I was wandering through Kunat and got caught in an outbreak. I was kept with the rest at first, but when they figured out I was a Pict, well, then I deserved special treatment. One of the priests took me to a place so thick with weirdness, it scared me. I needed to get away, otherwise, I don't know what would have happened. I just know whatever it wasn't for me. Oh.
I hadn't given the Isle of Thorns a whole lot of thought, gameplay-wise, but surely will, if we find the right quest or do the wrong thing, surely at some point in the Wayward Realms we'll find ourselves locked up there and needing to escape. Or possibly maybe breaking somebody out, if not that. So this is, yeah, where we looked down earlier. It's a hell of a lot of bodies. Freaking disgusting. Be glad they don't have that smell-o-vision that Ashley likes to talk about. Oh, we're out of lockpicks. Damn it. Oh, well, we're back here, huh? Okay, let's just go back down. I suppose that could be a quicker way to just get through the dungeon if that's what you're looking to do. Oh, it's the only way to... Huh. Okay, well, I guess we're going that way, whether we like it or not. What does a rejuvenation potion do? Increases max health, max mana, and stamina. Okay, cool. Oh, that's a good idea. I haven't seen one. Hadn't thought about that. But yeah. You look kind of deadish. Yes, he caught the disease. Oh, you're not likely to need them for that reason, Jeff, but, you know, you could definitely need them. Being able to block would definitely be nice. Well, here goes nothing. The last guy who did this kind of went mad, so let's see what happens to us. Well, that is some awesome forethought there. Although, maybe you can no longer use them for what they're traditionally used for. Wouldn't want to rub that blessing off by digging an actual hole with it. Yeah, this place definitely looks cooler than it did before. This game's aesthetic.
I've been waiting a long time for someone to find me. Are you here to help me leave this place? I wish I could answer. I cannot remember. I know I am not complete. I remember I once knew who I was. At some point, but I do not anymore. I just am. I do not know. I think it is some kind of prison deep in the weirdness. And you? Why are you here? Are men here? That would explain the weirdness surrounding us. But walk with me. Let's find out together, now that I'm free. I remember arriving on the shores of Avalon. That was the beginning of everything. But there were doubts and questions. How does it feel to leave your homeland behind? To keep moving forward, even though every step takes you into the unknown? The Four Dwellers quickly made it clear to us. If we wanted to call this place home, we'd have to fight for it, down to the last drop of blood. In the end, we won the war. Merlin stole the sacred flame of the Four-Dwellers and ignited the Menhirs, driving away the mist and clearing the nights of weirdness. It was the first time we uncovered the secrets hidden within the Menhirs.
Yeah, I'm loving it. This is awesome. Cool to get the story. Yeah, such an improvement.
Still, the land of Avalon honored our toil. It soaked up our sweat, our suffering, and our blood. In time, it rewarded us. Here in Avalon, we were given the chance to create great things. Camelot, the eternal castle, the capital of all humankind, was meant to be a symbol of that.
Guess that's it. Looks pretty majestic. Hell is this?
We left the homelands to survive. The plague had consumed everything we once knew. We thought we'd escaped it, but the Red Death returned like a specter to haunt us. Once again, it began to devour our home.
Alright, I guess I gotta win this combat, huh? Couldn't draw my weapon at first, so I thought maybe there wasn't supposed to be a combat, but... I don't know, I could see it going either way. I would hope that they give it to us in the main game, but I mean, I guess I wouldn't be surprised if it was a DLC, because it would definitely make a really good DLC. That's a very, like a Daedric Realms, Daedric Tower from Oblivion kind of feel, doesn't it? Certainly not anything leading up to this, but this part right here does, at least to me.
I am his hunger, the craving for what was beyond reach. approaching the unreal.
It's following me. A little unsettling.
I can see through the mist, but it's still all so unclear. I've dreamt of countless deaths for such a long time. Yes, it's time to wake. I am Arthur Pendragon. I led humans to Avalon shores. I built the great halls of Camelot. Thank you for bringing me here. I believe I owe you, young one. I appreciate it, but let us leave decorum and honors for times of leisure. For now, we need to make way for Avalon. I have to see my kingdom again. I trust you'll accompany me. Or would you rather stay in this wretched place?
This is so good. That's awesome. I love it.
I am not sure. Yet I learned to be grateful of fortunate outcomes, even if they come unexpected. It seems to be a place located between life and death. Or maybe a place that can defy death. But why was it created? By whom and when? These I'm unable to answer. Trust me, I wish I knew. I remember death. Then darkness, a terrible loneliness. Ages upon ages of solitude. And these are all the details I have. Perhaps, in time, I'll remember more. But that's enough questions for now. Let us walk together and see the kingdom forged so long ago. After years of struggle, my people in Avalon finally live in peace and prosperity. I must see the legacy of the Age of Conquest with my own eyes. My Camelot in all its glory. What is happening? No! I see now. I am not whole. You have only freed a part of me. I'm not strong enough. For now, I will have to journey by your side until my strength returns. I'll see the world through your eyes. In return, I'll lend you what strength I have. You are a surprising acquaintance, and it will be a pleasure to travel with someone of your disposition. And since it seems that fate has bound us together, let us make the best of it. Seeing my legacy through the eyes of another, a true picture of Avalon, not one crafted specifically for the king, may prove to be an interesting experience.
So we're gonna be playing through this game with the spirit of Arthur inside of us, or at least alongside us. Yeah, the background music, Jeff, is amazing. I don't know, I'm not a music expert, like Gaelic, I guess, something, but it's epic and amazing and really fits the game well. That's for sure.
Oh, what an adventure this will be.
So that's Arthur's body, right? With Excalibur through his chest. I would say after experiencing this part, I would say it's almost a given that we end up in Camelot now, or see Camelot. I mean, I guess it definitely isn't, but I'm feeling like, yeah, probably. I wanted to get up there for a better look, but I don't guess that's happening. Oh, wait. Not really.
He was the hand that reached beyond knowing, the seeker who dared cross the boundary, the dreamer who glimpsed the shape of what could be.
So as we restore Arthur Pendragon's strength, or his wholeness,
I am his burden, the man beneath the myth.
I don't actually know, but presumably we will empower more of these that will connect to the center, and maybe that would give us some kind of clue as to how many of these places we see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So either 4 or 6, because only 4 of them have these. I don't know what these are. Only 4 of them have that.
I am his will, the fire that bends the world to his command.
Hey, no problem, Jeff. Yeah, maybe I should have announced this one a little sooner. I meant to get it going earlier, but wasn't able to. But thanks so much for stopping by and hanging out, my friend. And thanks for signing up for a YouTube channel membership, you know. Definitely awesome. I really appreciate the support. We'll be back streaming this again tomorrow night. And I don't think we're going to go too much further tonight since it's starting to get late. And the end of the prologue will probably be a pretty good place to stop.
I am his oath, the weight of duty that shields the faithful.
All right, so I'm going to guess 3 more then. Yeah, 4 total. Who knows? There could be more beyond that. But kind of my initial thoughts. This place is definitely awesome, though. Hey, thanks, Music and Love or Magic, for the sub there. If anybody else would like to follow suit, give us a sub. You know, really appreciate it. Really helps us out. Also, don't forget to like the stream. We're definitely going to be covering this game pretty thoroughly whenever it releases at the end of May, and we're going to be going through the patch 0.9 over the next several days and seeing what all it has to offer. See, we unlocked our first soul fragment. From now on, you can safely enter the weirdness and interact with various machinery left behind by the Four Dwellers. Additionally, the power of King Arthur has healed you from the Red Death. All right, thank you, Arthur. I did not want to end up a gooey mass of blood and sores. Yeah, you'll have to forgive my ignorance, and if you don't feel like explaining, that's fine, but who's H.R. Geiger? Presumably an Arthur, or not Arthur, author or creator of some type of world like this. I do love the ambiance, the music, the fog, the kind of morbid statues and decorations and artwork that's all around. It's really great. For sure. Ooh. Giant cyclopses. Remember, these things were so freaking awesome. Hopefully we never have to fight one. What happens? This is stupid, but let's do it. Yeah, I figured no effect. They're powering whatever this is, I guess. I'm not sure. We created the Titans for we need their work. Guard the peace of the working Titans, for without them, we would not have power within our walls. Away from Tuathan, only the power of what is underground allows us to reach where the weirdness does not. Not sure who created the Titans and the power source. The Red Priests? Arthur? We must abandon the vision because what is beyond the sea came to us, and we do not want it. We must leave to... this must be the Four Dwellers? We must leave to defend ourselves. They are coming. The Titans will stay. Yeah, definitely feeling like something the Four Dwellers created. What? Soul fragments grant you a measure of King Arthur's power. Activate soul fragments with the middle mouse button to experience temporary effects such as increased damage or slowed time. Rest at a bonfire and select the appropriate option to recharge the king's power. Oh shit! Okay, that's a boss. That's a boss. Ooh. And he is kicking my ass. Damn it. Okay, we need a dodge button. Apparently it doesn't move, which is good because I'd be dead if he did. Do I have some type of food or something I can eat? Or maybe that's the Titan that they were talking about. I thought the Titans were the ones that were walking in circles back there, but maybe this is one of the Titans. Damn, I don't have any healing left. That is not healing me either. I'm not gonna beat this guy. Even whenever he hits that damn wall, it still hits me. Alright, I think we found a spot where we can beat him. Yeah, this guy could definitely use some work, but still cool to have a boss here. I'd hate to have to fight him in melee. I do have food? I missed the food? Six mana, 10 mana. And I guess I do have berries and oh yeah, and I do have some apples somewhere. Remember that. None of that food's gonna help me. Oh, here we go. Rose. I think I just got those from the rose bushes. But apparently Monster Brain heals. Alright, well, I'm glad you noticed that. Alright, so yeah. Cool to have a boss. Could use a little bit of work though. I should have went the other way. Damn. If I remember correctly, there are, or at least there used to be, some hidden items around here. Actually, I don't remember this part at all. Ooh, a fancy man's hat. Yeah, so I definitely don't remember any of this stuff being here before. It's been a couple of years, but... Actually, that seems a little bit familiar now. Maybe they just added some to it. Alright, we did gain a level, so let's see. No, I gotta be sitting by a fire to add points. Okay. Yeah, the way that the scene just kind of washes in and out before your eyes. It's a cool effect. Okay, so presumably I can... Maybe this doesn't count as a fire. Don't remember there being shipwrecks here before either, like this. And the water effects are cooler than I remember. But maybe I just didn't spend much time in the water before. Oh, where did that chest go? Thought it was right here. And that's cool. They had different lock animations, different styles of locks. Wonder if that's based on difficulty or maybe just the type of container you're opening. Probably the type, like a hand lock like that for the chests, and then the bolt lock for the doors. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, we were thinking the same thing there, Deanman. Well, that seems to be all that's out here. I don't see any other shipwrecks or anything. Wonder what game engine they're using for this. I need to look that up. Definitely be interested to know. Unity? Cool, thanks. Yeah, little details like that are freaking awesome. You know, you don't necessarily have to have like top of the line cutting edge graphics and stuff, you know, as long as you pay attention to small details and include enough of them, you know, make the exploration fun and rewarding and all of that. Like, that's definitely what'll make the game more awesome over accessibility and AAA graphics, that's for sure. My opinion, anyways. I think there used to be one more spot up here. See if it's still there. Ah, shovel.
Yes! Oh, yes!
I thought since he had a shovel on him that he might have buried something here, but if he did, I don't know how to unearth it. What is that? Is that where we just came from? That looks way awesomer than I would have thought. Feels like I'm maybe getting too far off the beaten path here. All right, let's get back up here and build our bonfire. I mean, I kind of expect it to be more like Skyrim, to be honest, but I could be pleasantly surprised. I guess I just feel like that because that would be a lot simpler to do, and this game's already really ambitious. But I could definitely be wrong, you know? As ambitious as it is, maybe they'll have them be more detailed.
There you are. It took you a while. I was getting worried you wouldn't make it. I even realized that I didn't get a chance to introduce myself. I'm Caradoc, your savior. What kept you so long? Figured you would. A place like that doesn't let anyone through easy. But you're standing here, looking healthier than last time. So I'm guessing you found something worth the trouble. You found him. I'm truly sorry it turned out to be you. Well, it seems that the Red Priests managed to succeed in at least one of their experiments. You were able to go deep into the weirdness, survive, and even bring a piece of our king's soul back with you. I don't have to explain that this isn't something that happens every day. My job is to make sure it won't ever happen again. And this means you have to die.
Oh shit. What? Oh, I was not expecting that. Holy balls. I guess this is the other mini-boss? What? Oh, I'm dead.
I'm sorry, but that had to be done. It shouldn't leave any lasting damage.
You just stuck a flaming sword through me. What the hell are you talking about?
I had to do it. I had to get rid of the parasite that infested you a moment ago. You've seen, no, you've felt what he's capable of. This power can't be unleashed on Avalon. Not again. I could, but I have no issue with you. Only with what you carry within you. This means you're safe, unless you decide to stand against me. You are much more valuable to me alive than dead. You've found yourself in the middle of a mess that's been brewing for 600 years. Every single time things go down the shitter on this island, a bunch of cowards in Camelot bring our once and future king back from the dead. It's happened before. It will happen again. And soon. My journey, my mission, is to stop this from happening. No, but thanks to you, I finally destroyed a piece of him I couldn't have reached otherwise. And from where I stand, that's progress.
So that is a freaking twist. We go from saving King Arthur and bringing him back to now finding pieces of King Arthur and killing him off. Maybe we have the chance to decide, and that gives us two very different branching narratives. Was all this in 0.7? I haven't done the prologue since way before that. But yeah, this is definitely new to me.
What the Red Priests did to you must have been horrible. And yet, you've gained a unique ability to contain Arthur's powers within you. And what can be contained can be killed. That is why your assistance might be of help on my journey. My goal is to destroy King Arthur, to get rid of him, once and for all. There are pieces of his soul scattered across Avalon. I could use help in finding, collecting, and destroying them. He's the reason the world as we know it is coming to an end. Every time they resurrect him, the weirdness grows stronger. Soon it will cover all of Avalon, and nobody will survive that. I've been cleaning this mess for a long time now, and I truly wish for this nightmare to end. I stand against the most powerful being Avalon has ever seen. This requires caution. What would you do were you in my place? Kindly ask your target if it wants to be killed. Please. And if you really must know, the spell I used on my sword couldn't have harmed you. I knew that, you were surprised, I got the upper hand, and now you're safe and sound. Can we leave this behind, or did I judge you incorrectly and you'd like to waste some more of our time and cry about it some more? The plan is to steal Excalibur, or at least what's hiding within that damned blade. A piece of our king is bound to it, and so it needs to be destroyed. We'll have to cross that bridge when we come to it. The sword is kept in the Horns of the South. It's a fortress, but if someone has this emblem, they can enter freely. Here, pin it to your clothes. If you decide to help me, you should get in without any issues. When you do, find the captain. Brendan's his name. He'll tell you the rest.
Alright, so it seems like there's definitely going to be much more of a story here than what we were getting before. Or just kind of like, you're saved, go and be free.
And yet I still gave you an opportunity to do so. You'll have plenty of time to think about it on the boat. I have something to do first, but you should get some rest. Judging by the waves, the journey won't be pleasant. Set up a camp and get some sleep. Then we'll sail for the Horns of the South. Ah, and here, have some cobweb. Throw that into the fire and you'll be safe from the weirdness. Just in case I don't come back before nightfall.
From now on, whenever you'd like to rest, level up, cook something, you can set up a bonfire in the game world. Whispers represent fragments of memory unlocked by your mysterious companion. You can discuss them with him by the campfire. Did I do that wrong?
Ah, I should be gone. I should be gone. And yet, here we are. Whatever he tried, it must have failed. Something must have gone wrong. For him. For us, it was a stroke of luck.
Yeah, there's definitely some type of graphical bug going on that looked a bit like blood pissing. At least initially.
I felt him strike. For a moment, there was nothing. No weight, no voice, no self. Just silence. But then, you pulled me back, didn't you? Or have I never left? Hatred, yes. That much I understood. But why? What did I take from him that he would go so far? He speaks as if he knows me. As if he has seen something I have not. And yet, I reach for it, and there is nothing. No. It seems that I should, but I don't. He knew me, spoke with certainty, with anger. But to me, he's a stranger. If he was a part of my past, then that past has been taken from me. I need to regain it. I don't... Not much. That isn't right. I should remember. I should. All I know is that I left my kingdom strong, prosperous. It should have grown. It must have flourished in my absence. It seems so. If Caradoc is hunting for more pieces of my soul, we should definitely claim them first. When we do, I should grow stronger. I should remember. I should be whole. Let's go then, young one. Let's not waste any more time. I left my kingdom strong. It should have only grown stronger in my absence. And if something threatens it now, then I will see it restored.
Gotta say, they're definitely setting this up to be quite interesting. Yeah, I didn't play Avowed. I was going to, but then some stuff came up and happened, and I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it after that, so I didn't play Avowed. I probably still will at some point in the future. Wands and cubes, combat, summoning, general and buffs. Interesting. Yeah, the skill trees here definitely look pretty involved, much more than I remember. Spirituality, general and buffs, combat, and if you look at some of these combats, just the first few that I scrolled over, looks like they have some interesting interactions. Like this, after you cast a spell, your next spell with a lower base mana cost has a 25% increased chance to hit critically. That's pretty cool. That's, you know, a way to make spell casting more interesting for sure. And then that seems to interact with this, dealing elemental damage applies corresponding. Oh wait, no, that's not what I. Here we go. Yeah, it was this one. Critical spell hits reduce target stamina by 20% of damage dealt. So you get a 25% increased spell crit chance, and then for getting spell crit, you can reduce their stamina. Oh, that's nice. 20% higher chance to stun. I always lean so heavily towards the magics in these games. I wonder what the summoning. You can have 4 summons at a time. Summons increase spell power by 5%. I like that. Okay, yeah. I mean, it's like, do I save spell casting for the final release? That's probably what I should do, and not go heavy into spell casting now. Yeah, it's definitely cool that they gave them much different animations for the spells, or at least the couple of spells that we've seen so far. I did not actually mean to put a point there. Screw it. I like magic too much. We're gonna go with magic. Yeah. What's better than a stealth archer, right? That's actually what I did for my Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 playthrough, and so OP. So OP. As they usually are. But I don't know, I always just find magic more fun, generally speaking. Oh, if you add the webs, you can then perform alchemy. Interesting, that's cool. Especially because I need some more freaking potions. Yeah, if I was going melee, I would definitely take two-handers. But I don't know. The magic's already caught my eye. Seems quite interesting. I'm going to have to delve deeper into it later to see what I think. But yeah, definitely looking good.
Ready? Hop on the boat.
The sea was restless, waves slamming against the hull as you left the island asylum behind. Garadoc's boat cut through the black waters, its course set for Avalon's shores. Then the deep stirred. A shudder ran through the vessel from neither wind nor tide, but from something far below. A presence, ancient and watching. And then it struck. The boat lurched violently, wood splintering as the sea itself rose in fury. A shadow moved beneath the surface, vast, coiling, inescapable. The next wave swallowed everything. Darkness took you. Salt filled your lungs, and then light. The crash of waves, the cold kiss of wet sand. You were alive. The sea had spared you, but not without a cost.
It's a good point, Deanman. It's a good point. All right, well, that's over 2 hours just on the prologue. Felt like we explored it pretty thoroughly, and pretty much all of it was interesting. Enjoyed just about every bit of that for sure. I hope that you all did as well. I think we're going to go ahead and end it here for tonight, but we will be back tomorrow night streaming this again for sure. We'll get more in depth on the leveling system, and we'll get a look at this awesome new town that the revamped castle and whatnot here, and maybe see what else the story is setting up for us, because so far the story has set up quite a bit of awesomeness, I feel like. Certainly much more than it did before. Before we go, I would like to thank our Patreon Senior Council members, supporters, Sam H. and jpinnegar. Thank you all for supporting us at such a high level on Patreon. I'd like to also thank Random, Nathan, Simeon, and Malfus the Swift for supporting us at various levels on Patreon. And I would like to thank our YouTube channel member supporters for supporting us with YouTube channel memberships. They are poopSMASH, Greg R., Malfus the Swift once again, jpinnegar once again, Genevra Izzo, and Random once again, as well as a newcomer tonight, Jeff. Appreciate it, Jeff, for the membership that you subscribe to tonight. Yeah, we'll go with that. Anyways, you guys are all awesome. Appreciate y'all keeping me company. Cool to have you around, Deanman. Hopefully we'll see you back here tomorrow night. And all of the rest of you to continue this journey and see what other exciting things patch 0.9 has for us. Anyways, this has been Chris with Lorespire. Be well, my friends.